I'm getting into crypto with FTX. You in?
It's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so.
It's a shocking revelation for a lot of people in the industry. Nobody could have foreseen that SBF was willing to transfer billions of customer funds at his crypto exchange to help his crypto trading firm.
Do you know that 2 years ago, there were 3 top exchanges in the crypto space? Binance, Bybit, FTX. But what happened to FTX? Exactly 2 years ago, 11 November 2022, FTX halted the withdrawal of its customers and then filed for bankruptcy. But how did this happen? FTX claimed to be an exchange created by traders and for traders. Who were these traders? You see this guy here? Sam Benjamin Fried, SBF for short. He claimed to be a trader. He created a cryptocurrency hedge fund known as Alameda. Then he went further to create the cryptocurrency exchange known as FTX, although he co-founded it. Now, since Alameda and FTX were both owned by one person, SBF, Alameda was able to borrow $10 billion from FTX without users' consent, and Alameda was unable to pay back. So how did the world find out about all of this? Now let me take you through the 10 days ordeal. In 2019, Binance, a leading cryptocurrency exchange, had invested as a shareholder in FTX. Now, in 2021, Binance had exited that shareholding and received $2.1 billion in Binance-owned stable currency, BUSD, and in FTT token as part of the deal. Everything started crashing for FTX when CZ, Binance CEO, made this tweet on November 6, 2022. As part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly $2.1 billion USD equivalent in cash, both BUSD and FTT. Due to the recent revelations that have come to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on our books. What was the recent revelation that came to light? November 2nd, 2022, CZ was in Lisbon for an event, and he was the headline speaker. And as usual, he was defending the long-term future of digital assets. But as he spoke, CoinDesk published claims about the balance sheet of Alameda Research. Alameda had billions of dollars worth of FTX-owned cryptocurrency, FTT, and had been using it as a collateral in further loans. This meant that Alameda was borrowing capital from FTX, which was mostly from customers' deposits. After the claims published by CoinDesk on Friday, November 4th, a crypto researcher known as Dirty Bubble Media decided to add more salt to the injury. He went further to ask if the company was actually insolvent. It's almost as if SBF found a way to hack the financial system, printing billions of dollars out of thin air, against which he was able to borrow massive sums from unknown counterparties. On Sunday, November 6th, exactly at 4:47 p.m., CZ started the chaos. He set off the alarm bells among investors when he tweeted. Now, if there is any person you can count on to cause chaos in the crypto space, it's this man over here, CZ. As part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly $2.1 billion USD equivalent in cash, BUSD and FTT. Due to the recent revelations that have come to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on our books. It was rumored to be that Binance's position in FTT was thought to be around 5% of the total worth, which was around $580 million before the currency crashed. So Binance liquidating its FTT meant FTT was going to dump massively. Like I said, if there is anybody in the crypto space that knows how to cause chaos, it's CZ, and he knows how to do it perfectly well. Now, in the third page of the tweet he made on November 6, 2022, he stated, Binance always encourages collaboration between industry players. Regarding any speculation as to whether this is a move against competitor, it is not. Our industry in its nascency, and every time a project publicly fails, it hurts every user and every platform. Now, this tweet alone meant a whole lot. Number one, Binance is letting you guys understand that I'm not in competition with anybody. Remember, FTX is an exchange, same way Binance was an exchange. The last phrase of the tweet actually meant that FTX was already a failure. And he was telling you guys that whenever a project publicly fails, it hurts every user and every platform. Damn, CZ already knew the ending from the beginning. After the tweet, trust the crypto space, it was war. Everyone was worried. Everyone was panicking. From those having their money in FTX to those having their money in Binance, everybody was on their fingertips. Now, there was some damage control being made by FTX to reduce the public damage already done by CZ. One of which, this lady over here, Caroline, SBF girlfriend as her then, made a tweet tagging CZ. If you are looking to minimize the market impact on your FTT sales, Alameda will happily buy it all from you today at $22. Invariably telling CZ, when you decide to dump your 5% of FTT token, Alameda, the brother company of FTX, will gladly buy each and every one of those 5% token at $22. It was noteworthy that there was a rumor about $22 being the support of FTT, and FTX, as the company, won't allow FTT go below $22 and will always find a way to make the token stay beyond $22. Fundamentally speaking, a break in $22 would actually lead to a dump for FTT. By 6:50 same day, SBF released a tweet making emphasis on a new application called Send. I think he was doing this to lure everybody's attention from the whole saga that was happening, but he lost it when in the last page of the tweet he wrote, "Because I respect the hell out of what you all have done to build the industry as we see it today, whether or not they reciprocate and whether or not we use the same methods, including CZ. Anyway, as always, it's time to build, make love and blockchain, not war." Everyone reading this actually knew what he meant. From the beginning, he was trying to say, we are creating a new application. Then at the last part, he was trying to involve CZ in a whole lot of things and was letting CZ know that let's not fight anymore, let's make love. But it was already too late, as at November 6, 2022, everyone already started withdrawing their funds from FTX exchange. By Monday, 7th November, SBF could no longer hide his emotions and he went haywire. He released numerous tweets, one of them stating that a competitor is trying to go after us with false rumor. FTS is fine, assets are fine. Then he gave some details below. Second page of the tweet actually quoted his girlfriend Caroline tweet, tagging the current event, a bunch of unfolded rumors, and the rest explaining himself to the world. On Tuesday, November 8, 2022, out of the blues, CZ tweeted, "This afternoon, FTS asked for our help. There's a significant liquidity crunch. To protect users, we signed a non-binding LOI intending to fully acquire FTX.com and help cover the liquidity crunch. We will be conducting a full DD in the coming days." After that particular tweet, everyone started selling. Literally everyone started selling. But guess what? By Wednesday 9th November 2022, there were rumors that there was a hole in FTX balance sheet. Then CZ pulled the plug and made a tweet that would shatter FTX and put it on a panic mode. Sad day, tried, but with a crying emoji. He made this tweet at exactly 10:56 p.m. This goes a long way to let you guys understand that from the early hours of Wednesday till the dying minutes, Binance and FTX sat down trying to figure out how they could solve the issue. But I guess there was nothing to be done about the case and CZ pulled out. Then on the 10th of November 2022, SBF gave up. He made a tweet where he said, "I'm sorry, that is the biggest thing. I fucked up and should have done better." And when we think things couldn't have gotten worse, exactly 4:37 p.m. November 11th, SBF released the tweet. He said, "Today I filed FTX, FTX and Alameda for voluntary Chapter 11 proceedings in the US," meaning all of his company, both that of the FTX, FTX US and Alameda, were all going. After this whole saga, after it all happened, SBF was arrested. And then from November 2022 to this day, To summarize all that has happened, SBF was tried and sentenced to 25 years in prison. His girlfriend, on the other hand, Caroline, was sentenced to 2 years in prison due to her cooperation during investigation and her testimony that SBF instructed her to carry out all of the activities. Then in May 2024, FTX announced that it has recovered enough assets not just to pay 98% of its user, but to pay back 118% of the value in their account as of November 2022. Meaning, if you had $1,000 in your FTX exchange, you were going to be paid 118% of $1,000, not the amount of tokens you had. Now, this 118% actually represents the 2 years of interest paid in the old deposit, with the bankruptcy filing setting the consensus rate to 9%, which is 2 years from 2022 to 2024, 9 times 2, which is actually 18%. To me, this is considered not an awful return because we actually consider the whole money on FTX to be lost. So is FTX really back? December 17, 2025, we got a report that FTX has set January 3rd, 2025 as the effective and record date for its Chapter 11 reorganization plan. FTX is to distribute initial funds within 60 days of effective date. So this is a good news and this is a positive news. But all I'm bothered about is how can we make money out of this? For now, all hope seems to be lost on that, as the primary aim is to pay investors and liquidate all assets of FTX. Unfortunately, FTX won't be returning back anytime soon.